thing I think that we have seen this year, that we have won those close games that in the past however many years we've lost.
Yep.
You know why that is, in my opinion? Because we have better skill position players. We have playmakers at receiver. We can throw screen passes to Isaiah Hunter, and he runs 75 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah.
We haven't had that.
No.
We can hit a day key or whatever. And Emmett has been running like a madman. That's why we won those close games, and our defense has played pretty well.
Yeah.
This was the first game that. I mean, their quarterback, he was 16 or 20 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he couldn't miss. Like, no matter what, it was third down, they were going to get it. They got it 90% of the time.
Yeah, like
75% of the time, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we couldn't stop them.
Yeah.
And they kind of played keep away. I mean, 7-6 at half, and I'm like, no. We haven't really looked good, but we haven't really looked good in the last few games.
Yeah.
We figured out a way to win. We couldn't get the ball, and when we did, we didn't pound the rock.
When it's 7-6, and even when it gets 14-6,
Exactly.
Again,
It's a one-possession game.
one possession, you're in the late in the third quarter, like you still
Like absolutely, they're tired, and so our
when our defense is on the field as much as they were, they're tired. Like absolutely, dude, they're tired. And so our offense is now out of rhythm because they have been on the field and they weren't in rhythm anyways. But yeah, I think our defense did everything they needed to do in the first half to keep that game close and make sure that our offense can do what they can do to score and help us win the game. And our offense can win that game. And our defense, again, we have 24 points, but guess what? We should have scored 40 points. We should have scored. We're a much better skill team than Minnesota. You cannot tell me Minnesota's an actual better team on paper and as far as skill goes. You know they're not spending NIL money in Nebraska is. So how are we getting our butts beat? It's one word.
They're not taking a true look at themselves and how that game really went. We should never lose to Minnesota. We should never lose to them 24-6.
Anything better than
With 2 field goals. Thank God we have special teams and a kicker that can actually make
How do we
it.
not
never lose to Minnesota. We
should
should never lose to
get
them
ranked for 1 week
two field
again.
goals. Thank God we
One
have
week
special
last
teams
year,
and a kicker that
we
can
lost.
actually make
How
it.
do we not score a touchdown?
I tell you what, some of these games that are coming up, some of these teams that we thought we were going to beat pretty easily, we are going to have a hard time with if we don't figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah, and
Northwestern's a little better than I thought they were a few weeks ago. UCLA won again.
yeah, UCLA came back in the fourth quarter and scored
And beat
three
Maryland.
and scored 3 times to get 13 points and beat them in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Although I still don't think UCLA is a very good team, but they're improved from what they were going 0-4 to start
It
the
looked
year.
like they had a few more fans at their game yesterday than they have
I'm
been,
sure
and
they did.
we're playing out there. Not that that really matters, but there'll be Nebraska
Yeah,
fans there, I'm sure. But
I do think Northwestern, as much as I hate to say it, Northwestern is going to be the pivotal point in this season to see how do you bounce back from such a horrible game in Minnesota, come back home, and how do you show up?
We better have our maybe not best obviously score. We put up 60 points, but we better have a really good looking game.
We better be at 40
and win
points.
handily.
We better be at 40
Double-digit
points, and they better not score more than 14 points. I'm telling you right now, if that score is not 42-10, 42-13, something in that range, I'm going to be upset, but I hope it's higher, or I hope we, again, win convincingly to where if they're scoring in the fourth quarter when we got second string guys in. Northwestern, Minnesota, Rutgers, Maryland, Iowa. Those are 5 teams. UCLA, I'll throw them in there now. Those are teams we should never lose to in the Big Ten. Never lose to.
Agreed.
Never lose to. And we always consistently lose to the teams we shouldn't lose to. And until we beat those teams consistently year after year, we're never going to sniff a championship, let alone a playoff.
Yeah.
Or deserve to be in the
I
playoff.
know.
It's not going to happen.
That was what's tough is these last couple weeks, the comebacks, and it's like, man, we really could make a run. The USC game could be a real big matchup here. It could be a night game. We're in all blacks. Then
Man,
of
we
course
really
they
could
lost last
make
night.
a run.
The
Now
USC
it's
game. It's like, well, I don't know why we had that thought of the playoff, because if we made the playoff, we would get destroyed.
And
Whoever we played against.
That's just what I think now. Like, if we come out, we win convincingly against UCLA. Northwestern. Then USC is next, right? Before we go to UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
We have a chance to go 2-0 in our next game. USC is going to be a tough game. Northwestern, we cannot overlook them. They're going to be a tough game. But if we do not do our job and protect Dylan to allow us to be successful in the pass game and in the run game, we are in big trouble. We could lose to Northwestern. If we lose to Northwestern, we're looking at maybe 6 wins this year.
Maybe.
And
Did
that
the same thing that happened last year. Started 5-1 and ended 6-6.
And I said at the beginning of the year when we made our predictions, if 8-4 is our floor, if we get 7 wins this year and go 7-5, that is a failure of a season from a team perspective and a coaching perspective. We have failed this team if we do not get 8 wins.
Yeah.
There's no reason we shouldn't be 8-4 by the end of the year. There's really no reason we shouldn't be 10-2. We still could go 10-2. But seeing what we've seen, I'm leaning more towards 8-4 than I am 10-2 or 9-3.
My original 9-3 is hanging by a thread now.
It's hanging. Penn State should have beat Iowa yesterday.
They should have.
I was not a good football team,
and I have to admit, I caught like 3 plays of football yesterday. The Michigan and Washington game at the water park at at Great Wolf Lodge, but. So I didn't really get to watch much football. I caught a little bit of highlights.
Yeah.
I also drove back this morning, so I didn't really have a lot of time to really catch up. But I checked scores and did what I could. But yeah, I mean, Penn State 4 in a row. That's pretty wild. The Big Ten is kind of interesting this year. You got Ohio State and Indiana that are kind of separated themselves.
Yep. Oregon's right behind them.
Oregon's right behind them. I guess you could say Michigan's kind of up there.
Michigan's still not a very
Illinois. I don't know. Like, there's just so many teams that are pretty even, and I thought we were in that category. We've taken a little bit of a step back, and the category that we're in is a whole bunch of teams that I have no idea what's going to happen with them every week.
Yeah,
I don't want to be in that spot, but that's where we are. So
yeah, Ross, don't punch yourself in the dick. Don't do that, brother. I know it was a rough game. Hopefully we don't have to watch another one like it, so you don't have to physically hurt yourself. But glad to have you here, buddy.
At least when you do that, it goes away after a short period of time.
The pain doesn't last. Yeah.
That was the only nice thing about being on the road this weekend was, I was all excited. I'm like, there was a bunch of guys in Husker gear, when we got down there, and I was doing Go Big Red chants in the lobby and in the hallways, and then. After the game, I was like, man, I got a whole bunch of Husker tees that I was going to wear all weekend. And, I mean, I still did. But it was nice to just like, okay, I'm just going to enjoy the weekend and not really think about it. And if we wouldn't have been there, I would have just been all bummed watching football yesterday.
Yeah, thank you. Here's the thing, too. We're Husker fans. This is not new territory for us to be in a position to where we're questioning, like, is this team is this team ever going to be good again? Are we going to win another game? Like, we've been there before. It's not the first time. But one thing that never changes is our unwavering love for this team, and something that would absolutely come back. And we're going to support our team this week. But one thing that and we got Mary here, Jimmy's mom. She's joining us.
Yes.
She's
maybe the biggest
fan.
diehard Husker fan right here that I've ever met.
There is one person though. Like, talking about Jimmy's mom. I struggle to watch football with my mom. I watched the Maryland game with her. You want to talk about somebody who talks about every single play and questions every single play and wondering what the heck they're doing.
They are sisters.
Without cursing, you hang out with my mom and probably Mary here if you want to challenge. Because,
or you're sitting on the couch and she jumps up and blocks the TV, and my dad and I are like, "Hey, we can't see."
Yeah,
that's what happens.
That's true. I do that.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to give up on.
No, we're not.
Nope. We're going to be there for them on Saturday and cheer on. We're going to beat Northwestern. It's going to happen.
Yes, we are.
We're going to do it.
Question about Dana. Did he have a game plan? I questioned Dana a lot this season because, again, I talk about in-game adjustments, and we haven't seen those short 5, 6, 7-yard plays. We've talked about having an RB2. Where's our RB2?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not getting any carries. He's not coming out of the backfield on screen plays. He's not getting it out in the flat, making any catches. Like,
Well, and I mean, where was Harburg that game?
yeah. Where's Luke? Where
I
are
mean,
tight
Luke had a
ends?
couple catches, on those first couple drives that we actually got points on.
Yeah.
And then there was nothing. I mean, the offense was just non-existent in
Yeah.
the second half.
Yeah. Well, and again, we talk about tackling from Ross here too. Tackling's been an issue all year. Our tackling on defense is very suspect. We are missing a lot of tackles. We're out of position a lot. When we try to make a tackle, we're not in position to make the tackle, so we're not even close to getting it. Donovan Jones is not good in coverage. He's got speed, but he is horrible in coverage. He's always behind 3-4 steps. I mean, we got guys on defense that I think there's talent there, but I think coaching needs to get a little bit better on the defensive side of the ball as well.
Yeah, and
From what I've
they kept showing Butler on third, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, and he's trying to get everybody all amped up, and then they pick us apart, and it's like, where are we at? What are we doing? What's the thought process?
Because we run a
zone D.
We run a 3-3-5.
Zone D. They found the holes in that 3 to 5 to 7 yard range, and sure, somebody's right there.
Yeah.
To make the tackle maybe, but somebody's close, but the guy's he was hitting them wide open.
Yeah.
Wide open on 3rd and 5.
Yep.
How do you leave somebody wide open on 3rd and 5?
Yeah. And we've seen
If
it all
they
year.
play man and they beat you, have a safety over the top, whatever, but you play in zone, we're getting picked apart on zone D.
Oh, yeah. Picked apart, and we don't change anything. Nothing changes.
That's the biggest thing.
Again, nothing changed against Maryland. Maryland shot themselves in the foot with their penalties and with their bad play calling. If they would have kept doing what was working, those slant passes, getting 15, 20 yards on the slants,
Which is
any team that's watching football, they're going to be like, hey, we're going to call a lot of slant plays because this Nebraska team
that's
is zone
exactly
defense.
what
We're going to slice and dice
Minnesota.
them.
I mean, they teams are going to watch the Michigan game to see how easily it is to run, especially if they have a mobile quarterback.
Yep.
And then
But even
these
then,
last
even then, they had three extremely long runs. Outside of that, we contained them pretty good.
And the run D has gotten a little bit better. I will say that.
But I think that's where people forget. I think people forget that those 3 plays gave them like 170 yards.
And 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and so outside of that,
And we lost by 3. So it wasn't that. I mean, it's not that.
But
bad,
it was something that they can watch and say we can replicate those 3
Right.
runs throughout the game. 100%.
But while maybe the rush defense has gotten a little bit better, the pass D has taken, I think, a significant jump back.
Yeah.
Just because the last couple of weeks quarterbacks have been able to, and I don't even know who this Minnesota quarterback is.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
But here's the thing. The reason why it's taking a big step back is we're not doing one-on-one coverage. We're doing zone. Zone coverage changes your game a lot. And when you got a guy that finds a soft spot in the D in zone, which they've done for weeks now,
over and over
it's
and
very
over.
easy to do. So, Ross, mentioned about Donovan Raiola, which we talked about this. Let's say we're going to throw it out there. Let's say Donovan Raiola gets fired at the end of the year. Does Dylan go with him?
I don't think so. I really don't.
I don't think Dylan's there for Donovan. I personally don't. And if we know it's a little bit of both the offensive line discipline and it's also the coaching. It's got to be a combination of both. But if it's both, then you got to think Dylan's probably in his uncle's ear like, dude, help me out.
Yeah.
Help me out. I got sacked 9 times. I'm getting pressured 25% of the plays during this game. Get your O-line to do their job. Like, how are you not ticked off at your uncle because he's the one coaching the guys that are supposed to protect you, and you're not getting protected in these games?
Well,
how ticked off would you be?
I'd be, yeah. I mean, and on the flip side of that, I mean, I got nephews that are 18 or 17 to 24.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was putting them in that position, I would feel horrible. And if they came to me and said, "This is you're the problem here," I would be like, "You're right."
Yeah. So it's not like Dylan's going to follow his uncle. I don't.
No,
think
and
that's the
I
case
mean,
at all.
I think Dayton would probably still come here too.
Probably.
I don't think that's necessarily it.
Take it all.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll
I just
finish it. Last one here.
there's a lot of questions obviously on what's going to happen there, and I don't want to speculate because we just don't know. If he's gone, he's gone, and hopefully we have somebody that come in and make a difference because we know Eckler came in, as you mentioned, Ross, and
Yeah.
talk about a huge difference in our special teams.
It was a complete 180.
two for two on field goals.
We've
Archie
only missed one field goal all year. Knock on
Archie
wood, but-
averaged almost 50 yards per bunt.
Yeah, I mean, and he was all he had a good punt. And he was all fired
Yeah.
up, and I'm like, all right, like we got we got guys that can fire people up.
Five for 228, and then their punter also pinned us inside our 23 times. So they flipped the field more than once. Which again, when you have an offense that's struggling, they just prove that they struggled more and more to get downfield when they're put in a tough spot. And we got to see something different, and we're not seeing anything different. We're seeing the same. And nothing's changed, and we don't see changes from first half to second half. We don't see adjustments. We don't see.
That's
hey,
one of the biggest things.
Hey, we're not pressuring their quarterback. Let's put a fourth guy up on the line. Let's bring a linebacker up. Let's bring a safety blitz. Let's bring a corner blitz. Let's do something different to throw off their offense because they're just going to keep doing what they're doing because we're not applying any pressure to their team, and we haven't applied pressure all year.
Well, and Minnesota, they just kept. I mean, they pounded the rock, short plays. Short yardage, just move the ball, play the clock, kill time. I mean, they played their exact game plan.
But
them scoring 24 points in a Big Ten game is probably good enough to win against Purdue, like they did last week.
Maybe Northwestern.
And that's, or if their defense can play well enough, that could win them a game.
Yep.
Like they did, and we kind of just played right into their hand.
Yep. And I feel like
we should never do that. And I hate PJ Fleck more than any other coach.
I feel like we talk about the same thing every time we lose.
We do.
We talk about the lack of tight end usage. We talk about the lack of adjustments. We talk about the poor offensive line, and we talk about not being able to pressure the quarterback on defense. I mean,
taking sacks and
those four things. Those four things are consistent, and it's been consistent before Rule got here too. Those were four consistent talking points that we always have.
The fifth was always special teams, but that I guess
I'm glad I don't have that
we've
one.
crossed that one off the list. Now let's cross these other ones off the list.
But at some point we have to get over the hurdle of having these same conversations over and over again, no matter who the coach is. Why are we not?
Yeah.
Like Dana Holgerson, I don't think he's a bad offense coordinator, but he's also someone who wants to throw the ball deep.
Yeah.
And why again? God, I'm going to say it again, but give me a 5-6 yard hook and ladder or something. Give me a hitch route. Give me a quick out. Give me a tight end screen. Give me something that is different from what we're seeing because we're too predictable on offense, which is why the defenses are picking us apart. We are way too predictable.
And
we don't do anything crazy to make them question what we're going to do next. We don't.
It's weird because we will have a play call that is phenomenal. And the last week the handoff to
the Harburg
to
Dylan
to EJ, but I don't know if he is looking to throw the ball 75%
of time,
whatever it is, because he can drop something out of nowhere, and maybe. Maybe between him and Rule there is hey, I do want to try to run the ball more than you want us to, and that hasn't necessarily got us in a spot in the second half that we want to be in. And so maybe Dana said, let me take control of this game and let us throw the ball, whatever it is. It didn't work. Whatever it was, it didn't work.
Well, here's the thing.
I don't have a good answer.
Matt Rule's the head coach. And he said from the beginning, he wants his coordinators to coach. He trusts them to do their job. But at some point, you got to be in that film room and say, "This isn't working. Let me make some suggestions to you that I think could help us be better as a football team." You're the head football coach. You're the guy, man. It's you, Rule. And from the beginning, he said, "We need to win in the trenches. We're not winning in the trenches on either side of the ball."
No.
Either side of the ball. So what are we going to do to change? And right now we've done nothing to change. It's the same old every week. It's been the same for 7 weeks straight now this year. It was the same thing last year. We're not winning the trenches. We're not going to beat very many teams in the Big Ten if we cannot win up front on both sides of the ball.
Especially if they know that they can beat us up front.
Yeah.
Like Iowa.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Whether they're good or not. I mean, their quarterback can run, so that's one thing that they have that they don't usually have.
Yep.
But they're gonna push up front. That's all they can ever do. They don't have skill position players. I mean, last year they had a good running back.
Yeah.
I don't know who they have this year, but they're gonna push us around up front and try to control the game,
Yep.
control the clock,
Yep.
and win a 13-7 game, 13-10 game.
Yep. Well, and it's funny. So Ross just mentioned, we talk about our run game. Why did we open the game with 3 straight passes? Ross, I didn't see the game. I was at a wedding. But if we really open the game with 3 straight passes, that just goes to show how you call them liars. I'm going to say, and I hate to say it because they're smarter than I am probably at football, but incompetent our coaches are when it comes to making play calls.
It's like they're trying to outsmart them by well, EJ's been running the rock so well.
They're
expecting
him
to run. We're gonna pass.
Guess what they expected in the 90s every time? They expected you to run the ball. Guess what they couldn't do? They couldn't stop
What
us.
do you think the really good teams, the Ohio States, whatever, they know that what they're gonna do, and they run it. They still run it down your throat. Yeah, stop us.
I dare you.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that.
And if you do, then we'll adjust.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go and go and go until you stop us.
Yep.
Instead, we're gonna try to outsmart you and tiptoe around it.
Yeah. Donnie mentioned here we got.
I hope EJ runs 25 to 30 times against Northwestern this weekend.
We gotta have some pigs on the offensive line. I think about our offensive line. Kind of the philosophy that has been taken over the last few years was we need to have guys that can get outside and get blocking, like big guys, but can move.
I can move.
I don't want guys that can move anymore. I want guys that can actually push people backwards. We don't have guys that can push people backwards. They're not even touching them half the time.
I don't know.
They don't touch anybody half the time. They let them run free.
I didn't. I knew you were at a wedding and I was in a hotel, but I did text at one point and I said something about, I don't know if you saw the replay of this. O-line got blown up. EJ got blown up. Dylan got sacked in boom, 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 like that. And I'm like, that was not a good sign for the way that this game could potentially go.
And your running back should not be the one blocking an offensive lineman.
A defensive lineman?
Or defensive lineman. He should be the one blocking a
linebacker
or a safety
or
a
corner blitz.
If he's having to block an offensive lineman, that's a problem.
And I mean, it could have been linebacker at that point. I can't remember exactly, but it was just boom.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had to watch the game on mute because I had 2 babies sleeping in the hotel room. But it was bad. At that point, I was like, we might be in trouble this game. They know that they can
push us
around.
And they've done it for 6 straight times they played
have.
us now. So.
And I didn't think it was going to happen. I don't know why I didn't, but I was like, that's not going to happen.
We talked about it. And we thought, you know what? We're going to take care of them. They're not as strong up front as they have been in the past few years.
Or if they start doing that, we can do short little passes. We didn't do that. We've been doing that we've been doing that for weeks.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was maybe, we I don't know if guys couldn't get open or if the routes that the play designs weren't great. I don't know. I'm not a coach. I know one thing, it did not look good.
Yeah. Yeah, the 3 to 5 step dropbacks again. Get the ball out of his hand quick. How do you do that? How do you watch film from the last 4 games, including the Minnesota game, and say we can't do that anymore? Because if they're watching film, we see it live. We don't go and watch film, but we see it live, and we're seeing his 3 to 5 step dropbacks. We're seeing him get sacked 9 times. It's like, well, yeah, he's holding on to the ball too long. Well, it's because the play calling and where the receivers are going are too far from the line of scrimmage, which means he has to hold on to the ball for those plays to develop. And then if the wide receiver's not open, he's got to run, and he can't run.
Yeah, well,
which begs the question: at what point do we say, "Hey, we need to give Latif a couple options in the game"? Do they want to just redshirt him? Is that the problem?
Yeah,
do they not want to play him again?
I think he has stated that he's not planning on transferring out, but I mean, we gotta give him the ball if we're gonna start losing. I mean, if we're gonna lose a game like that and not play him, I'm not saying that Dylan that it was Dylan's fault necessarily.
No. He did everything in his
but
power when he had the
at some
opportunity to make
point,
plays.
you could say, let's just throw him out there. And okay, it was a 14-6 game, and then I don't remember exactly. Did they take a 21? I think they took a 21-6 lead. It might have been too late at that point, but nothing was going right. Nothing was working.
Yep.
Just throw him out there. Okay, so they think he's gonna run. Guess what? He can throw too.
He can sling it.
And you know what? Maybe he runs. Maybe he gets a 3 to 5 yard gain. Maybe you run him again. Maybe you throw him.
Yep.
But they don't know. They don't know. With Dylan, he's either going to hand the ball off to EJ or he's going to.
He has to stay in the pocket. If you got to move him out of the pocket, you probably got him.
Since they were getting so much pressure, he wasn't stepping up in the pocket the times that he had the opportunity to do. I know I had a bunch of people text me saying, "Oh, I went back and rewatched it, a bunch of highlights, and not all those were on the O line." I understand that. Dylan's got to step up in the pocket. Well, the last 3, he got absolutely smoked on.
Yep.
So he didn't want to step up in the pocket. That's what happens.
Yeah.
So
he is a true pocket passer, which, again, if you don't have an offensive line that's going to protect him, you're screwed. Which is why I say, if you're planning on redshirting Latif, just tell everybody. Because right now, and again, not Dylan's fault, but you need to have somebody that can move out of the pocket, especially in a game like this. And I think a game like Michigan, we probably could have used a guy like Latif who can move out of the pocket and make plays with his legs. And we do not have anybody that can make plays with their legs at a quarterback other than Latif right now.
I don't even. I mean, at this point, we're over halfway through the season, I guess.
Yep.
I don't even really care if we burn it. I mean, if we play another game or two and he doesn't play, then yeah, sure. I mean, at that point, he might be able to come in and play without burning his red shirt.
Yeah.
But we just got to give it a little spark, a little jolt or something.
Well, and we know there's difference in their passing game for both of them, too. We know that Latif is going to sling it in there a little bit more than Raul is going to do more of a touch pass guy. And maybe because Dylan's downfield passing isn't as accurate, maybe that's why he tries floating it more than anything else. But again, there's got to be something to do, something different in the offense to help us win these games. And we're just seeing the same old every week where we are so predictable that teams know how to beat us. There's a blueprint how to beat Nebraska right now.
Even when we were still in the game and, Dylan had a nice throw to Hunter and he dropped it. It was like, man, that just summed up the game.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
it was a tight spot, but it's still.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a ball that should have been caught, and it was just like, wow, that's just really how this game's gonna go.
Yeah, well, and Rouse mentioned here, it looked like nobody wanted to be there, and just uninspired. And even afterwards, I mean, you could tell Dylan was just exhausted and frustrated. I mean, he didn't know what to say.
Got sacked 9 times.
Yeah, you know what to say. He's like, it's frustrating, and I don't even know what to say. He's just almost speechless. And usually your quarterback's the one that's going to come in, leader on the team, going to be kind of inspired and say, hey, we're going to have to bounce back because this was not our best. We're going to do better. And he was just frustrated.
He was probably exhausted because he was probably yelling at guys.
Yeah.
He got sacked a bunch of times. Probably tried to inspire the team at half, and then afterwards was just like, man, I'm just spent.
There's inspiration, and then there's getting on them because they're not doing their job. And I think it's a combination of both that needs to be done. You need to inspire them to be better, but also get on their ass when they're not doing their job. And they weren't doing their job. Someone's got to get on. If the coach isn't, then the players have to hold themselves accountable. So who's holding the offensive line accountable? Are they doing it themselves? Or is someone out there? Is the coach doing it? Is the quarterback doing it? Is the running back doing it? Someone's got to hold them accountable and say, you're not doing your job, and our quarterback's getting their ass whooped out there. Pick it up. Mm-hmm. Do your damn job. This is what you're on the team for. This is what you're getting paid for.
Well, that's the thing. So, obviously all the big talk was, Rule's going to go to Penn State. And then
he never was.
I mean, I don't think so. I did see something that, there was maybe something in his contract that he couldn't talk about certain things, whatever. And that's why he kind of beat around the bush. That's fine. Whatever. If that's the case, you don't want to be in breach of contract, that's fine. Obviously, after that game, I don't know why Penn State fans didn't want him before that game.
No. Penn State
now-
was never going to go after Matt Rule because Matt Rule is not a championship coach.
No, he's a builder / rebuilder.
Yes.
That's what I text Persicle this week.
He is
weekend.
not. He is not a guy that's going to come in and help them get to a 10-2, 11-1, get them to the playoff in year 1 or 2,
No.
maybe even year 3. So Penn State would never wanted him in the first place. I don't even think he's on their short list or their long list. If he's on their long list out of 10, he's at 10. They need a guy that's just a little bit better than Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
So unless they have a Saban or an Urban Meyer type coach,
because even Signetti is not that proven. Yes, the last 2 seasons he has. James Madison, sure, he was as well. But
that's
longevity,
but that's what everybody wants. They want to see. So are they going to go after like a low level FCS or a lower level school, like an FCS school, who's super successful with a coach that nobody
that's
really
tough.
knows? Are you going to do that and hope?
That's tough to roll the dice on
to
that.
replicate. Look what Michigan State did with what's his bucket when he was at Colorado. He had a good year, and then they take him after 1 year,
Mel
2
Tucker?
years, Mel Tucker, and
they paid him a shit ton of money.
And then he goes,
and then he went. Boop.
They paid him after he went 11-1 in his first season with 70 transfer portal guys.
Yep.
And guess what? Boom, down the shitter after that. And you know why? Because
big buyout.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that went on there, and we've talked about that before, but. You don't have a lot of situations like that where you're going to have a guy come in year 1 in the Big Ten and go 11-1.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen.
Nope.
Look at Bill Napier just got fired today.
Yes.
Mike Norvell is going to get fired this year.
Oh, for sure. They
fired.
lost again at Stanford last night.
Yes.
Or they lost. Yeah,
Gundy got fired. You look at the guys across the board, like who's going to come in and coach? Deshaun Foster got fired. There's going to be more coaches get fired this year, but there's no coach out there that I can say is going to go into Penn State and help them win 10, 11 games right away, which is what they want.
Franklin
So either they lower their expectations.
Exactly.
Or if they want that home run higher, I don't know where they're going to
somebody out of retirement.
I don't know where they're going to get it.
Gruden.
And Matt Rule isn't it.
I really don't think so either.
Matt Campbell is not it.
He's not it.
And for one, Campbell likes it at Iowa State. 2, Campbell has never won a championship in the Big 12. 3, Campbell has never won a championship game in general.
Yeah.
Iowa State is where he's happy. He is not going to come in and turn around a Big Ten program like Penn State and take him to the championship game.
No, I don't know.
Luke Fickell, look what happened to him at Cincinnati. Great coach at Cincinnati.
Group of 5 took him to a playoff.
Kenny Cheatham talked about ego. He said, you look at a guy like Luke Fickell who goes from Cincinnati, goes to Wisconsin, look what happened. Look what happened to him. He's probably going to be fired this year at the end of the year. I don't know if they hold on to him throughout the whole season.
Awfully interesting. There'd be a lot of Big Ten jobs open.
Is he in year 3 or 4?
3.
He's horrible.
Yeah.
That team is. I don't know if the team is horrible. Something's not right there.
I mean, they did play Ohio State yesterday.
It doesn't matter. They're so bad. They got shut out at home like 2 games in a row.
Yeah, well,
no touchdowns or something.
They got shut out. They got shut out at home by Iowa, like 37-0. Iowa does not put up 37 points for one.
So the fact that he has his job still is amazing. He's not going to have it by the end of the year if they don't win another game, which they probably won't. But so yes, you're going to have a lot of openings. Penn State's never going after Matt Rule. They never were, and I refuse to believe that they still are. It's just not happening.
So I guess circling back. The reason why I said that was it almost kind of seemed like they were, or maybe Rule kind of used that as hey, we need more money for NIL. We need more money for a $20 to $30 million roster.
The money's there, man. We got 30 to 40 million. You can't tell them we don't.
Well, then we got to pay that much in a freaking offensive line for Dylan.
Everybody on the offensive line is going to get 10 mil. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, Dylan's getting 3 or whatever.
I don't care.
Those guys probably should make more than him.
Yeah. Give me 5 guys in the offensive line and give you each 5 mil. Do your job. I know, I'm just kidding. That's a lot of money. But
that'd be pretty wild.
But think about it. Like your best asset on offense has to be your line every single year.
Yeah.
Why would you not pay them a boatload of money now that you can? Again, not that I
look at the best teams.
What's going on.
The best teams every year. The Ohio States, the Alabamas. Those are the guys that. I mean, even the Notre Dames. I mean, they were in the national championship last year. Those are the teams that make it that far. and those guys are playing in these games that you're watching on these 17 TVs in here.
Yep.
They're all offensive linemen.
And you can say all you
And
want.
that's why those teams win.
You can say all you want about Julian Sand. I still ain't bought on how good he is. You don't know how good he is.
No.
Because he has an offensive line where he's never pressured.
No, if Dylan would have gone to Ohio State, he would probably be a Heisman frontrunner right now.
And Julian Sand's not, because you still don't know what he's made of. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, but if you watch him play,
You got good running backs with a line that can block for them. That's going to open up play
You
action.
watch-
And
yep.
any time you want to throw the ball, you're going to have time.
I watched some of that game yesterday. And I'm like, he's got a clean pocket every time he throws the ball. So like, yeah, again, and Buckeye backers, if you watch this, he's not a bad quarterback. But
No,
he's got all day,
he's
got all day to
good.
throw the ball.
Yeah, he's good.
Obviously, he's a five-star quarterback.
He
He's
was a
got all
5-star
day.
and he redshirted, so he spent the time
Yeah, he's got all day though.
learning.
You got all day to open
By a team
it.
that won a national championship.
Yeah,
last year.
Jeremiah Smith. You kidding me? You got Bo Jackson coming out of the backfield.
Yeah.
I mean, you have all the weapons you need as a quarterback, and you got an offensive line that's giving you a 5, 6, 7 step drop back if you need it,
Well,
and all day to throw the ball. You better be successful.
I heard that they were a 30 Ohio State last year was a $30 to $40 million roster that won the national championship.
$20 million was what they threw out last year.
Is that what it
It's
was?
probably at least double that now. But a lot of rosters are.
It's almost got to be.
A lot of rosters are. You cannot tell me that. I don't know if I said this already or if I said it on the Husker Army podcast. You cannot tell me that Minnesota's paying anywhere near $20 million.
They're not.
You know we are, but there's no way they are.
No.
And we still got our butts whooped.
They aren't. Northwestern's not. Iowa's not.
So what does that say
UCLA's
about,
not.
So what does that say
I mean,
about
UCLA's paying their quarterback, but
what does that say about the culture of what the coach is bringing to the team and how those guys are fighting each and every game? And what does that say about a team like Nebraska to where I think the culture's turned, but there's still something there that's not hitting. When we got that much money in our roster and we're not producing, it's like, man, we're paying these guys. Come on now.
You see, a team like Miami, ranked number 2, loses.
lost.
And Texas Tech, I thought they were going to go
lost.
undefeated. And you see these teams that they lose. And they have an off night. I can't say that we had an off night. We were terrible.
Oh,
It was a pathetic night. It was not an off night.
Yeah.
And so it's going to happen with that. It's going to happen with everybody. It's a crazy college football season. But
So let's be.
that was completely different.
So
than
here,
that.
I'm going to spin it around. Let's be positive. Here's what we cannot do. We cannot have another night like that. 1,
Hopefully it was a Friday
2,
and the short week.
Penn State, Buzz,
back-
whatever.
Penn State, back-to-back road games.
Combination of everything.
It better be.
Here's what we have. We got Northwestern. We
Right
got
the ship.
USC at home. UCLA
Figure
on
out
the
a way
road.
to win that game. Win that
Penn
game.
State on the road.
No reason that we couldn't.
Iowa. We're at home.
No reason that we couldn't. We literally could go 5-7 to 10-2 and anywhere in between. I'd say probably 8-4, maybe 7-5.
We have an opportunity to do something that you wouldn't expect Nebraska to do, and that is to completely flip the script and say, you know what, that was unacceptable. That's not who we are. We're going to come out and win the rest of our games and go undefeated. Not going to say it's going to happen, but
I'd say if
there's an opportunity
if
to do
we
that.
end the season, if we start at 5-1, if we go 3-3 and we end 8-4, I would feel a lot better than I do today.
It's improvement. And I do think 8-4, 9-3 is in the picture. Yes, it's going to be a struggle, but yes, it is very possible. This team has the talent.
We just need something to jumpstart us, like just to spark us. Like I said, I don't know if we just need to come out first drive and have Latif and have him
No.
run for a touchdown or something.
Just run,
Or just-
run.
yeah.
Run. 10, 12 runs in a row. Just pound the rock. Even
Okay.
if we don't score.
Okay, start Dylan. Hand the ball off to EJ. Hand the ball off to EJ. Hand the ball off to EJ. Bring Latif in and run the ball.
But
At
do
home,
something.
everybody will go nuts.
Do something that is
crowd
unprecedented
into it.
that we haven't seen from Nebraska football in a long time. Pound the rock, pound the rock, pound the rock, pound the rock. Just do it. Even if they stop you, get 3 first downs, and then they stop you. That defense is now tired. Your defense comes out, they're all pumped up, say, we just tired out that defense. You guys did a great job moving the ball. We got a field goal maybe, or maybe we got down, but we couldn't quite get it in field
Archie
goal
pins
range.
them deep. Go to
Boom.
defense.
Let's
Get
just
a
get
stop.
it done. Like,
Barney with a decent return. It
flip
just
the
snowball
field.
out there.
Play a Big Ten game where now
Yeah.
you're working on field position, you're working on time of possession, and win the game that way. Win a Big Ten football game in Big Ten fashion to where you are controlling the clock, controlling the line of scrimmage, controlling the run game, and controlling field position. If you do those things, you will win the game, and everyone's going to be like, "Holy crap! Like that's a Nebraska I haven't seen ever."
Where
in the
was
Big Ten.
where was that
Ever.
against Minnesota?
We've never
That's what I want
We've
to.
never done that in the
That's
Big
what I
Ten.
want people saying this next week is where was that last week?
Yes.
Like that was a
Yes.
complete 180 from last
And
week.
then I want to see it the next week at home. I want to 2 weeks in a row at home. We got home games, big home games coming up. Northwestern should not be a big home game, but it is because we need to bounce back, and we're going to bounce
Yes.
back. We are going to bounce back.
Okay.
We're going to win big.
I'm getting in the positive mood. I'm getting hyped.
I'm hyped because
Except the game's at 11, which kind of sucks. If
Yeah.
we would have played better, maybe it would have been different. But
But as fans, we know we're going to be back next week. We know we're going to be cheering on our team. That's one thing that we always do is our unwavering support. If you cannot support us in our worst, you're not support us in our best. And
Yeah.
that is what we do as fans. It's what we do as podcasters and
yeah,
big time
that's
Husker
true.
fans.
Sorry,
We-
I didn't mean to be more negative today than normal.
it's
but
hard. It was
it's-
very
it's
easy
very-
to be negative
it
after
was.
that game, and even for somebody who didn't get to watch the game.
And
it's
you know,
still
we haven't
easy.
really played 11 o'clock games.
Yeah.
We've only played, I think, one this year. So let's
So let's come out,
and just.
take care of them, pound the rock,
I was gonna say something else, but pound the rock sounds better.
kick some ass. Johnson, give me 200 yards on Saturday. Give me 200 yards
Could easily do it.
somehow. Give me 200
You
yards.
could do it.
Give me 250 yards passing. Let's get 25 carries.
Yeah.
Let's get Latif some playing time if we need to. Let's get guys in there that want to win. If you don't want to win, Pritchett, I hope you don't see the field.
Yeah. If you don't want to be a team player,
You've had a second chance. You've had a third chance already this year. I don't want to see you on the field.
yep,
Give me Turner Cochran every day. He's not even starting.
No.
Now with Rocco out, I don't know if he's going to be back Saturday.
Yeah,
or not.
I don't have to see. They usually come out with a depth chart. We'll have to see what that looks like this week.
But give me guys that want to play, that want to protect Dylan, that want to win the game, and that want to win 5 more games this year. Give me every single one of those guys. I don't care if you're a freshman, if you're a sophomore, junior, senior, redshirt freshman. I don't care where you sit in the depth chart. Give me guys that want to win. Show it in practice. Get out there on the field. Do your job.
Yeah.
If you do your job, you deserve to play. You deserve to play. You're going to help us win the game. Help us win the game. You're going to help us win more games. Let's do it.
I'm right there with you, man. We gotta do a.
That pump you up.
Yeah, it
pump
really,
myself up.
it really did. It really
Get
did.
myself excited.
Yeah. Now I'm kind of excited for Saturday. We just we gotta look at completely different than we did this last
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, it is. Our outlook on the rest of the season has to change, but at the same time, the goal is the same. The goal is to go out there and win the game.
And don't try to be too cute or too fancy or too like
Yeah.
let's do this kind of crazy. Like we said, just line them up.
Yep.
If we got to go 3 yards in a cloud of dust for an entire drive,
Yeah.
like 15 plays, 7.5, 8 minutes,
Yeah.
touchdown,
Do it. Nebraska
Running the ball
fans would
every
explode
play.
for that. Are you kidding me? Run the damn
Mhm.
ball.
Mhm.
Nebraska fans would explode if we
Yeah.
did that. Are you kidding me? That'd be so much fun.
It probably won't happen, but
I'm just.
if we do a couple little,
Hey, maybe Dana watches us. Who knows?
no, I'm excited to see if we can, just to see what this next week looks like, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, are we falling back into that, or are we making the necessary adjustments,
Yep.
improvements, change of personnel, whatever it needs to be?
How do you respond?
How do you respond?
Yep.
Good way to put it.
I mean, just again, athletes. We're 0-0 right now. Look at it this
Yep.
way. We're starting
We're still
fresh.
5-2.
We're
Yeah,
5-2,
we dropped
but
out of the
we're starting
rankings,
fresh.
but you won a
Doesn't
couple
matter.
weeks.
Which is also kind of funny. Why aren't we ahead of Cincinnati? It didn't matter. 25-24. We're in the same position.
Yeah.
We're still not in the playoff position. We're still not in the top 15. We're still
And,
not in the top 10.
I mean, Cincinnati played a pretty bad Oklahoma State team that fired their coach
Yeah.
and beat them up. So they're in a better spot than we are now.
yeah, but
and
even,
whatever,
but
that's
even
fine.
then, it didn't matter.
Still beat them.
Whether we won
on a
or whether
neutral
we
field.
lost, or whether we were 25-24 ahead of them, behind, it didn't really matter. We still have to win our games to continue to be ranked, and we didn't do that. Again, not the first time. It happened last year, too. We jumped in, right back out. So,
And we don't have to play Ohio State. We don't have to play Oregon. We don't have to play Indiana.
and we don't have to play a Penn State led by Drew Aylar and James Franklin.
Yeah. The teams that we have left
We have
are
wins on the
very
schedule.
winnable games. Teams that in the last couple weeks, we were pretty sure that we could beat or should beat.
Yeah,
And there's no reason that we still can't.
100%. Cheers to that. I don't need more beer, but cheers to that.
You want a little sip?
Yeah, no, I'm good. All right, guys. I don't got anything else to say. All I got to say is let's win. Let's come out against Northwestern. Let's make adjustments.
Yeah,
let's
let's
do what we
just
need to do
beat
to win the
'em
game.
down.
Let's score 40-plus
Just
points.
Come out and just
do it.
throttle them.
Let's do what we can do.
Yeah. Get some sacks, protect Dylan, run the ball, light them up.
Let's go. All right, baby. I'm Matt.
All right, I'm Jimmy.
We're two average guys. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Watch some football. Go
Thanks again,
Cowboys.
Backswing. It's been fun.
Yeah,
It's been
Backswing.
fun
Thank you
here.
very much. Hey, come out here. Come hang out with them before the end of the month. So October 31st is the last day they're open. Again, it's been fun. Can't thank them enough for providing us the space to come and do the show.
Yeah, we did a couple live shows here, which we've never done before.
and
Live
yeah.
in-game
Yeah.
shows, which we had never done before.
And we were
And
gonna
that was really
we were
cool.
gonna do the Penn State game, but now they'll be closed. So we'll figure something out for that. But either way, the beer is really good. So pick
Yep.
up some
I'm gonna
Backswing.
finish it right
The red
now.
is my favorite. The wheat's really good. Wheat and heat's very good. But enjoy everything.
The
Y'all enjoy.
golden's good.
Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Go Big Red as always. Don't stop being a fan. Keep
Yeah,
supporting
let's
these
just-
kids.
Let's just get it done this week.
Let's go.
I'm on to Cincinnati.
All
All right, on to
Yeah,
next
yeah,
week.
yeah, on to next
Sorry,
week.
that was a Belichick line. On to Cincinnati. Let's go.
Patrick got your mom. Got her.
Sucked her in.
They got her. You're playing with us now.
Sorry, I didn't know Mom was gonna come over, and that I wasn't sure if you wanted to or what.
Yeah.
For what? For what? Why not?
Someone's got to be proud of us. Why not our own parents?
You'll come over to our house? All right. Sure. We have a couple stools we can pull up.